The African night is alive. The air is still. The stars shine like cold sparks above the Kalahari sand. And from the shadow of a fallen acacia tree, two small shapes tremble. They are honey badger cubs, only weeks old. Their mother stands between them and danger. Her body is low. Her fur is raised. Her tiny black eyes do not blink. 10 paces away, a spotted hyena circles. Bigger, stronger, hungry, built for crushing bone. It has caught the scent of the cubs and will not leave easily. The mother honey badger growls, a deep, buzzing sound from a body no bigger than a small dog. She knows the odds. She knows she may not survive. But leaving is not an option. The hyena lunges. She charges straight at it. In this wild corner of Africa, one of the toughest animals on earth is about to risk everything for family. This is the story of courage, of survival, and of a mother who refuses to give up. Before we dive in, drop a comment and let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoy animal stories like this, be sure to like the video, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and share it with someone who'd love it too. The hyena snaps its jaws. The mother leaps forward. The cubs cry out. Cut to black. The night that changed everything. The clash in the darkness freezes in time. To understand how we got here, we must go back to the beginning. Weeks earlier, as the dry season tightened its grip on southern Africa, a quiet birth took place underground. Deep inside an old aardvark tunnel, hidden from the burning sun, two cubs entered the world. Their mother, we will follow her story, is known by researchers as female 27. To her cubs, she is everything. Honey badger cubs are born blind. They are pink, soft, and helpless. They cannot walk. They cannot defend themselves. For the first weeks of their lives, their mother must leave every day to search for food and return before night predators arrive. Outside the burrow, Africa is not gentle. This land holds lions, leopards, pythons, and eagles. The smallest mistake can be the last. Yet the honey badger is built for challenge. Thick, loose skin, strong jaws, a fearless mind, quiet intelligence, and an attitude that has made this animal almost a legend. But legends are not magic. They still bleed. They still get tired. They still lose. One wrong choice, and the cubs will be alone forever. As days pass, female 27 moves dens again and again. Honey badgers rarely use the same home for long. Constant movement keeps her cubs safer. She teaches them by touch, guiding them gently with her nose. The cubs begin to open their eyes. They take their first shaky steps. Their world is growing. So is the danger. One afternoon, as hot winds roll across the sand, the ground trembles with heavy steps. A young male leopard moves through the tall grass, silent as smoke. He is curious. He is hungry, and he is heading straight toward the honey badger's den. Inside, the cubs sleep. Their mother is miles away, digging up a burrow full of rodents for food. The leopard stops. He sniffs the burrow opening. He listens. He begins to dig. Sand sprays into the air, and we cut away. A mother's return. The sun sinks lower, turning the savanna gold. Female 27 is already racing back. Honey badgers have a powerful sense of smell. Something in the wind alarms her. The scent of leopard. Fresh. Close. Too close. She runs. Her legs are short, but her body is pure muscle. She could travel farther than most people would believe, and tonight she must. As the leopard digs faster, the cubs press to the tunnel wall, confused, hearing strange sound for the first time. Their small hearts beat fast. A shadow falls over them. The leopard's paw reaches inside. At that exact moment, the mother arrives like a storm. She bursts from the grass with a roar most people never expect from such a small animal. The leopard jerks back in surprise. Honey badgers don't run the way most prey do. They attack. She rushes forward, snapping and growling, puffing her body to look bigger than she is. She bites at the leopard's paw, not to injure badly, but to send a message. These cubs are not an easy meal. The leopard swats back, unsure now. He has learned that injuries can be fatal even for big predators. A single cut can become infected. A limp can mean slow starvation. This mother is not worth the risk. With one last hiss, the leopard melts back into the brush. Silence returns. The mother goes inside the den. She licks her cubs gently. They calm under her touch. For a moment, all is safe. But the dry season is only beginning, and safety in Africa never lasts for long. That night, beneath a wide moon, female 27 makes a decision. The den is no longer secure. Scent is everywhere now. Leopard scent, fear scent. Other animals will notice. The family must move now. She takes one cub carefully in her mouth, then returns for the second. Trip by trip, she leads them to a new home under a cluster of rocks. It is hard. It is slow. It is necessary. By dawn, they are hidden again. But something else has arrived with the sunrise. Smoke. Across the plains, lightning from a dry storm has struck old grass. A wildfire spreads with the wind. In Africa, fire is a natural force. It clears dead plants. It makes room for new life. Many animals survive it by running, hiding underground, or simply getting out of the way. But for a mother with two tiny cubs who can barely walk, fire is not just a challenge. It is a race against time. The smell reaches female 27 first. She rises, nose in the air. The horizon glows faintly orange. Birds call loudly and flee. Antelope begin to move in long lines away from the flames. She nudges her cubs awake. They do not understand, but they follow. The family moves toward bare ground and rocky ridges that do not burn easily. Ash floats through the air like black snowflakes. Heat pulses against their fur. The fire is not yet close, but wind can change everything in seconds. A shift of air. The flames jump. The path ahead is suddenly filled with hot smoke. For a moment, the mother stops. She must choose between two bad options: turn back toward thicker grass or push forward through smoke and heat. She lowers her head and leads them on. They move slowly but steadily, step after step. Honey badgers can survive tough heat, dig rapidly, and use rock cracks as shelter. She knows this land better than any map. At last, they reach a rocky outcrop. Safe for now. From here, the family watches the flames pass below. The cubs press against their mother. The night glows red. The land crackles. And then, as quickly as it rose, the fire moves on, leaving black earth behind. In the silence afterward, something new is born. Green will soon return. Insects will be plentiful. Food will come. But with open ground comes open sight lines, and open sight lines attract hunters. 2 days after the fire, the mother and cubs explore the fresh burn. The ground is warm. The air smells like charcoal. They dig for beetle larvae and small rodents, important meals for growing cubs. The cubs play now, wrestling, copying their mother, trying to dig clumsily with tiny claws. Learning is life here, and every game is a lesson. Then the wind changes again. A sound rises on the air. Low, laughing, unmistakable. Hyena. Ash-covered ground. 2 cubs pressed against their mother. The spotted hyena steps from the shadows, head low, ears forward. It has survived by being careful, patient, and smart. It knows injured animals. It knows weak ones. It knows opportunity. Tonight, opportunity smells like honey badger cubs. The mother's body blocks the den. She stands firm, even though the hyena is more than twice her size. She paces side to side, keeping herself between the danger and her young. The hyena tests her. It feints forward. She rushes back toward it, snapping her teeth. She makes herself look larger, louder, more dangerous than she seems. 4 honey badgers. Confidence is more than attitude. It is a shield. The hyena circles again. It is not easily scared. The mother charges once more, faster this time, striking first. She aims not to hurt badly, but to shock, to create space, to show this is a battle that will cost the hyena energy and risk. The hyena stops. It listens. In the distance, another clan member calls. A decision has to be made. Stay or leave. The mother holds her ground, chest heaving, eyes locked on the predator. The cubs stay silent now, as if they know sound could betray them. A long moment stretches through the dark, and then the hyena steps closer. Closer. It lowers its head, ready to test again. The mother honey badger crouches, preparing for one final charge, the biggest risk of her life. And from behind the hyena, a new shadow appears in the grass. A second predator. Not hyena, not leopard. Something even larger moves toward the scene, silent and slow. The mother turns her head for just a second, and we end here. The lion in the dark. We return to the moment of danger. The hyena inches forward. The mother honey badger crouches, ready to strike. And from the tall grass, a huge shape rises. A lioness. Powerful shoulders. Golden eyes. Silent steps. She has been following the scent of the burned land, searching for easy food after the fire. A hyena. A honey badger. Cub sounds. All of it pulls her closer. The hyena freezes. The mother honey badger does not move. In Africa, even the bold know when to be careful. The lioness lowers her head. She is not here for a fight. She is here for a meal. Anything small, weak, or distracted can become prey. In burned ground, hiding places are few. The balance shifts. The hyena, nervous now, gives a soft whoop. It does not want to be caught between lion and honey badger. It takes a step back, then another. Lions often steal kills from hyenas. A clash with both mother badger and lioness is a risk not worth taking. The hyena withdraws into the dark. But the danger is not over. The lioness now locks eyes on the honey badger family. The cubs huddle together. The mother stands taller, lifting her tail, bristling her fur. She gives a rattling growl that seems far too big for her size. She sways side to side, refusing to show fear. The lioness studies her. A single swipe from the lioness could end the fight, but lions do not waste energy if they can help it. They choose when to spend strength and when to move on. For long seconds, no one moves. Then from the plains, a deep roar rolls across the night. Another lion calling. The lioness turns her ears. Her pride is gathering somewhere else, away from this small, stubborn animal who will not back down. With a slow, powerful stride, the lioness walks past the honey badger family and melts back into the darkness. Only then does the mother relax. She nudges each cub, checking them carefully. They are safe. For now. But this close call teaches her something important. This burned land is alive with predators. They must move before dawn. The chapter closes with the small family disappearing into new shadows, traveling toward unknown safety as the stars fade. Morning arrives like liquid gold across the plains. Birds sing over blackened earth. Antelope return to graze on fresh shoots. Life wastes no time in Africa. The honey badger family rests in a new burrow beneath a rock shelf. The cubs sleep deeply after a long night of fear and movement. But the mother cannot rest for long. She needs food, and she needs to teach them to find it. By midday, the cubs follow her outside for one of their first real lessons. Today, they learn the secrets of the ground. Honey badgers are master diggers. They can tear open hard soil in minutes. Female 27 shows them how to sniff for underground clues, how to listen for tiny sounds, and how to dig fast before prey can escape. The cubs copy every movement. They fall over. They get dusty. They try again. A small squeak comes from below. A rodent darts out. One cub jumps back in surprise, then chases it clumsily. The hunt fails, but the lesson is planted. Failure is part of survival. Nearby, a large bird circles, a martial eagle with sharp vision and wide wings. To an eagle, a small cub looks like a meal. The mother senses the danger before the cubs ever look up. She gives a short bark. The cubs run to her side. They vanish together into a thorn thicket, safe beneath branches where wings cannot reach. The eagle glides away, searching for easier prey. The day warms. The cubs grow bolder. They climb over their mother's back, tug at her tail, and wrestle each other in the dust. Play is not just fun. It builds muscles, sharpens reflexes, and deepens their bond. Yet every playful step is shadowed by risk. As the sun drops, jackals begin to call. Vultures settle into trees. And in the tall grass, unseen eyes begin to watch again. The mother leads the cubs back toward the burrow. But when they arrive, something is wrong. The entrance is disturbed. Tracks circle the opening. Fresh ones. Something has already been here. The cubs hesitate. The mother lowers her head to sniff. The scent makes her muscles tighten. Hyena. The very same clan has found this new den. She turns and pushes the cubs behind her, guiding them away quietly into the darkening bush. They will need another home. But as they move, a shape rises directly in their path. Hyena. Not one this time, but two. Surrounded. The light fades fast. Crickets sing. The air feels heavy with tension. Two hyenas block the path ahead. Behind the honey badger family, the open plains stretch black and empty. The cubs press against their mother, and she answers with a low growl. Steady, calm, controlled. She knows she cannot outrun hyenas with cubs. She must outsmart them. She raises her tail and rushes straight toward the nearest hyena, surprising it. Honey badgers do the unexpected, and sometimes that is enough. The hyena jumps back, startled by her sudden burst of courage. The second hyena tries to circle. The mother spins quickly, snapping, never letting them pass her line of defense. Every move she makes creates tiny openings, enough time for the cubs to shuffle closer to a cluster of rocks. The hyenas test her again, edging in, backing out, laughing softly. They are patient hunters. This could last all night. Then the ground gives the mother her answer. She begins to dig. Fast. Furious. Honey badgers can disappear into the earth like water into sand. She digs beneath a rock slab, creating a narrow tunnel. The perfect size for cubs, too small for hyenas to enter easily. She pushes the cubs toward the opening. One cub slips inside. The second hesitates, confused, frightened by the noise and smell of the hyenas. The mother nudges it again, urgently. A hyena lunges. The mother whirls, blocking with her body. The last cub finally disappears into the tunnel. Now the mother is alone outside. She stands at the entrance, facing the hyenas directly, refusing to retreat until she knows the cubs are deep enough to be safe. The hyenas move closer again. Their patience is ending. The mother honey badger lowers her head for yet another charge. And suddenly the night explodes with sound. A loud crack, branches snapping, heavy footsteps. Something big is coming through the brush straight toward all of them. The hyenas turn to look. The mother holds her ground, eyes burning, ready for whatever comes next. And the chapter ends here, on the edge of another unknown. We return to the darkness. The brush shakes. The earth seems to breathe. Then, through the burned trees, a herd of elephants emerges, calm, slow, unstoppable. Mothers and calves move together, shadows against the moonlit sky. They are traveling to a waterhole, following ancient paths their families have walked for generations. The hyenas back away at once. Even the bold know better than to stand in the path of giants. The lead elephant lifts her trunk, smelling the air. She is not angry. She is simply moving forward, steady as the land itself. But her presence alone changes everything. The hyenas melt into the shadows. The mother honey badger remains completely still. She waits. Elephants pass only a few steps away. One young calf pauses, curious, its trunk reaching toward the small black and white animal below. The mother elephant gives a soft rumble and gently guides it onward. The danger rolls past like a slow gray river. Silence returns. Only then does the honey badger slip into the narrow tunnel she dug, joining her cubs underground. She licks their faces, calming their shaking bodies. Above them, the night settles and the stars burn steady again. They are safe, for this moment. But the land has changed. Fire has burned. Predators are restless. And water, the force that shapes every life here, is becoming harder to find. Tomorrow, the family must travel farther than ever before. For the cubs, the greatest journey of their young lives is about to begin. Dawn rises soft and pink over the plains. Tracks cover the ash. Antelope, jackal, hyena, elephant. All life in Africa is drawn by the same need: water. In the dry season, water holes shrink, and every animal must risk crowded places where hunters wait. The mother honey badger leads the way. The cubs follow, still clumsy but growing stronger each day. They stop often to rest and shade. She finds food as they travel, A scorpion here, beetle grubs under a log. A small snake safely pinned and consumed with steady patience. She shows her cubs how to turn challenge into opportunity. The landscape widens. The sun climbs higher. Heat dances over the ground like invisible flames. At last, they hear it. The buzzing of insects. The calls of birds. The gentle splash of hooves in mud. A waterhole. But waterholes in the dry season are not peaceful places. Zebras crowd the shoreline. Warthogs kneel to drink. A line of buffalo approaches from the far side. And somewhere, hidden in the tall reeds, danger waits. The mother honey badger stays low, moving along the edges, avoiding the open bank. She is not here to socialize. She is here for a quick drink and a quick exit. The cubs step carefully beside her. They reach a shallow puddle at the edge and drink, their reflections shaking in the ripples. Relief washes through them. Cool, simple, life-saving. Then the buffalo herd reacts. Heads rise. Bodies tense. A wave of alarm moves through them like wine through grass. The reason appears in seconds. A crocodile lunges from the deeper water, exploding upward in a spray of mud and foam. It snaps at a buffalo calf, but misses as the herd surges away in panic. The water churns. Birds scream into the air. Ripples race across the waterhole, reaching even the small puddle where the honey badger family drinks. The mother pulls back instantly. This place offers life and danger in the same breath. She turns the cubs away, but as they leave the shoreline, one cub slips in wet mud and slides down the bank. A small cry, a splash. The cub tumbles toward the shallow water, only feet from where the crocodile disappeared beneath the surface. The mother spins. The chapter freezes on that image. The tiny cub struggling in slick mud, the quiet water hiding a powerful hunter beneath, and a mother honey badger racing toward them both. The world seems to slow. The cub slips again, its small claws scraping against the wet bank. The mud is slick, smooth as soap. It slides closer to the water, the same water that moments ago exploded with the crocodile's jaws. The surface is now calm. Too calm. The mother honey badger launches forward. She does not think of herself. She does not measure risk. Instinct takes over. The deep, ancient code of motherhood written into every heartbeat. She reaches the cub just as it touches the water. With powerful jaws, she grips the loose skin on the back of its neck and pulls, every muscle straining, dragging the cub upward inch by inch. Mud smears across her face. The cub squirms but stays quiet, trusting completely. The water ripples. Something moves below. A dark shape glides just beneath the surface, circling back toward the noise. The crocodile has returned. The mother does not look back. She digs her claws deep into the mud, pulls again, and with one final heave, she lifts the cub onto dry ground. The second cub presses against its sibling, trembling. The water suddenly breaks open. The crocodile's snout bursts from the shallows where the cub had been only seconds before, jaws closing on empty air with a loud crack and splash. Mud and water rain down. The mother stands between her cubs and the crocodile, fur bristling, teeth bared, growling with a sound that vibrates through the earth. Even the crocodile pauses, surprised by her courage. But crocodiles are patient. It sinks back beneath the surface, only its eyes showing now, cold, watchful, waiting. The mother wastes no more time. She nudges both cubs away from the bank, moving fast, leaving the waterhole behind, disappearing into tall reeds where crocodiles cannot reach. Their hearts slow. Their breathing settles. The cub that slipped presses its head under her chin, seeking comfort. She licks its ears gently. The lesson is clear. In Africa, even a drink of water can be a test of survival. But the journey is far from over. Night is falling again, and something new rides on the wind. Smoke? No. Rain. The storm breaks. Clouds pile high above the plains, towering like mountains in the sky. Thunder rolls. Lightning flashes white across the horizon, turning night into day for a heartbeat at a time. The first drops fall, slow, heavy, warm. Then thousands more follow, drumming on leaves, rocks, and fur. The cubs lift their faces to the sky, confused and delighted. For weeks they have known only dust and dry wind. Now water falls from above, filling cracks in the earth, washing ash from the ground, cooling the land. The scent of fresh rain spreads everywhere. But storms here are not gentle. The wind rises. The rain becomes a curtain. Floodwater begins to gather in low ground, turning dry paths into rushing streams in minutes. Burrows can fill. Tunnels can collapse. The mother honey badger leads her cubs uphill toward higher ground, away from gullies where water roars like small rivers. She pauses often to check the air and listen to distant thunder. A flash, a crash, a tree splits and falls far away. Birds scream into the sky. The family shelters beneath a rock ledge while the storm rages. Water pours over the edge in silver sheets. The cubs press against their mother, safe beneath her warm body as the land drinks deeply around them. Then, slowly, the lightning grows farther apart. Thunder softens. The rain eases to a whisper. A new world shines in the moonlight, clean, wet, alive. Frog call from temporary pools. Insects buzz everywhere, and the smell of fresh plants fills the air. The cubs step out into the wet grass and begin to play, splashing through tiny puddles, pouncing at raindrops, full of energy. The mother allows them this moment. They have earned it. But storms also erase scent trails. And erased scent trails can confuse predators and prey. From the shadows of a thorn bush, a pair of yellow eyes watch the joyful cubs. A young male leopard, perhaps the same one from weeks before, moves silently through the wet grass, paws making no sound at all. He is hungry. He is patient. And now he has the wind in his favor. The mother lifts her head. She smells something, but the storm-washed air is full of mixed scents. She scans the darkness. The cubs keep playing, unaware of the danger gliding closer with every step. The leopard crouches. Muscles coil. The distance closes. The cubs turn their backs for 1 second, and a leopard launches. The chapter freezes in that instant. Predator in midair, claws out, rain still dripping from leaves, the mother honey badger spinning to face the threat, eyes blazing. If you're enjoying this story so far, remember to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next chapter of this epic wildlife journey.